So basically, the question always is the same. How can you get stuff done without like getting stuck, right? And secondly, like how to get actions upon them. And I don't have this continuous improvement cycle picture here, but basically, how do you make decisions fast and how do you get the stuff done fast, right? And so that's why, guys, the best thing always is if you have any, then use tools, because we cannot change how we think necessarily, but we have gonna have tools which can change our thinking. So whatever tools you have, use the tools. Okay. If you have many products, many marketplaces, it's super simple and super easy to get stuck, right? So the way you're going to handle everything is you're going to do evaluation for the product. Usually evaluation is triggered by either like you have a lot of stock or your product just simply has died somehow, like sales are somehow stagnated. Then you're going to do evaluation, right? You're going to find out the problems, right? So what the problems the listing? Click-through rate down, conversion rate down, maybe traffic is down, maybe like engagement is down, maybe you have bad reviews, right? And then you're going to just create projects, literally. Like I usually have one project per one product, which is like I put the product back to optimization stage, or I put back into preparation stage, or even I put back into scale stage or ranking stage, right? And I have these like projects across the teams, and they are dealing with these problems, right? Now, when all are fixed, right? When you fix the problems that you found in evaluation for the product, what you're going to do? Evaluation again, but not necessarily immediately. You're going to run it maybe 1 week, 2 weeks with traffic, and then you do evaluation again after doing all the fixes. Okay, let's say no problems. Okay, your listing is doing well. It's somehow like pick up the sales again. It always could be better. What do you do now? Now you go into experimentation stage. If you don't if listing has not necessarily something wrong, you are entering experimentation stage, and we have this A1, B1 tabs, which are basically those sales performance and ads performance, like the spreadsheets that I have in a masterclass. You want to use them, and these are basically really cool for experimentation. So what do you experiment? Like there's a million things to experiment, right? Like if you don't do anything with the product, you have to run experimentation at least like every week, one thing, right? And the best way to do that is to just maybe experiment one image, maybe experiment one bullet, maybe experiment different keywords, right? Experiment on ads, different placement, right? So basically, experimentation is for you that if you do become comfortable by experimenting things, then you will start learning you will start seeing what some things are working, some things are not working. And boy, you will become successful in Amazon. It's really the key, right? Because nobody's like, people are sluggish and sloppy to do that. Even my own people be sluggish. I've always been pushing them. Now I'm putting experimentation into gamification, where they actually get like like 10 euros for a good experiment. Good experiment means that it's actually really a solid experiment, not just like, oh, I changed price, it didn't work, right? Okay, but anyway, price experimentation is one of the easiest experimentations you can do, and they just run them like one by one, 1 week, 2 weeks, depends how much traffic you have, and that's it. Okay, and that's basically the whole thing of the Amazon product cycle. And like I said, for me, I identify the problem, and I'm using the different life cycles. Like I said, it's either go back to preparation cycle, we're going to do prepare, the whole listing going to be recreated, or it goes to optimization cycle, some part of the things will be recreated, or it goes to the rank or scale cycle, depending on what type of request or need we have for the for the product. And like I said, if you don't have time to deal with this particular product right now, we go in experimentation stages. We just do experimentations. That's it, one by one. Now, next thing, when you need to reorder, guys, obviously don't forget to craft improvement ideas. There's a specific document for this. I think I'm even sharing this in the masterclass. Improvement ideas means that you're gonna craft a document where you can see how many refunds you have for this product. If you read your bad reviews, you can craft what are the basic problems like you need to improve upon the product. And of course, every refund you got from the supplier, you talk to them and negotiate for refunds. You want this money back, right? And again, like, why would you order a product that has the same problems and same stupid stuff, and getting the bad reviews again and again, right? Because you want to always release better version with the new batch. And one thing I want to pay attention here, that if you're extremely busy all the time, like you're extremely busy, you are not able to do this last thing here, release better version with new batch. And guys, if you just take 5 minutes or like before doing this improvement idea, and just go and type in your new keyword, or go in your category and see new releases, and maybe you will see maybe someone is doing something that is already complete new level, right? And it might be that you will find from your own category someone is already climbing up with some really cool idea on your category with your product. And it takes you and the reason you want to use life cycles or checklists on reorder as well is because that checklist will remind you to do that, right? Come on, guys, our brains are meant for processing things, right? It's not meant for memorizing things. So have your reorder life cycle or checklist ready. Use it in Trello or Asana. I love Asana personally, and just make sure it reminds you that you have to go to your own niche, your own category, check the newest products, newest releases. Maybe you'll find something cool. You don't want to fall behind with your good selling product. Okay, so that's pretty much it about this, and let's talk about evaluation. So here's the evaluation template. By the way, if you know that
I have one question about releasing a new version. Do you do a new ASIN or new listing when you release a new version, or is this depends how new it is? So meaning that
well, there's there's a saying like, don't scratch where it doesn't itch, right? And it actually it applies a little bit for your really well-selling products on Amazon too. But then again, like it depends how huge is this change, right? If the change is huge, then you can try out, and you can obviously you don't want to ruin your main listing either, right? But if the change is tiny and you see that other guy is really popular with this, then you might try it out. But like I said, your product also is selling because of the certain price you have. So the question is, how can you test it out? If you can have a variation for this, then obviously, like, having a little variation for your own product would be even better, right? You're basically selling the same product with little variation on the same listing, right? So it's not so black and white, but I hope you got some ideas from here. This change is huge. Try new listing and tie them together with the previous one as a variation. It changes a little, So depends on the change too, right? Maybe someone is coming up with really cool packaging and they're already selling it, so you can just improve your packaging, right? Yeah, it's funny that I can say, honestly, I don't want to brag, but some of our products are literally dead because we did a really cool packaging. Now everyone has the same type of packaging, same paper, same style, like literally tens of them. And now we need to reinvent something again cooler, and that's the problem with Amazon. Like how much improvement or cool, and like how much better listings or how much better packaging we need to create all the time. I don't know. All right, so basically, okay, this is evaluation report, guys. Any more questions, anyone? Good question, by the way.
So, well, Victor, typically, now I know it also depends upon product and market, but typically, how long does it take for a product to get into a profitability stage in general?
Oh, that's a good question, huh? You know, even like 4 years ago, like guys who wanted to sell like these iPhone cases and stuff like that, they literally put 100K in to just push the product for with complete loss in order to get to the first page, and then earn that 100K back. So I believe it's about first of all creating a good listing and understanding the good listing, right? Because I mean, come on, if you go to drive, have a race and you have a shit car, then how far can you race, right? And so first stage is a launch stage, and after launch stage you have to validate your listing attractiveness and health and your product attractiveness, right? And so that's why in launch stage we are gathering that information with ads and all this stuff. So after launch we decide, are we going to do quick optimization and the evaluation again, or we're going to go straight to the ranking or straight to the scale? No, it all depends how much budget you have for the product. And so the more money you can spend, the better it is. So that's why the more profit you have, the more you can spend on ads. So the more you can spend on ads nowadays, you know, the more purchases you get, the more Amazon will lift you up. That's the sad truth about it. So how long? It's literally like Amazon is like a little bit like how to say, we can do the best we can, and the conversion rate is the king. But at the end of the day, it's still Amazon who decides how fast it goes. So unfortunately, it's year by year, it's less and less we can manipulate the system. We just need to stick to the core rules. Click-through rate is king, conversion rate is king, good reviews are king, you know, stuff like that. Attractive listing, which means it's more better product, newer version, better images is important. So pretty plain and simple.
Question two. So how often do you do this optimization and ranking check? So if you do the evaluation, you do the changes how much is it? 4 weeks, 6 weeks?
When do I do evaluation? Evaluation when I don't understand what I need to do with the product. I don't.
Yeah, but
evaluation is
after. But after, when you check the results, what's the gap between?
It depends how much traffic you get into the listing. I prefer to get at least, you know, like 40 clicks from the ads on main keywords, like 10, like more than 20 clicks basically per keyword. You know. Secondly, I would prefer to get at least like 1,000 sessions, more than 1,000 sessions on like organic sessions, you know. And again, like it depends how much traffic you have, but the easiest way to validate that is in ads. You run top of the search ads, and the keyword and the data is valid when you have, for me at least, 20 clicks on the keyword.
Okay.
And that's for me valid data already. If you have just 3 clicks, I mean, who knows, right?
Yeah.
Who knows? So that's why it depends on the traffic you're getting, because sometimes you go optimizing listings that have really low traffic. And so maybe you should work on the traffic first to understand. And that's why you don't do evaluation if you don't have results in the ads. Like, look, let me show you here. This is one of the good examples here, what I'm talking about. So this one, for example, like this is only one keyword here that has 39 clicks. Basically, this is only one line here that is solid information for me. And that shows 5.1% of conversion. And by the way, this is just random data here. Click-through rate is already good for me. This is low. Let's say if this one would 39 clicks and I had like my ACOS would be okay though. Okay, above profitability, fine. But now let's say I have, let's put here, for example, I have like already 40 clicks and I have like a 20% conversion rate, which makes it 8 units sold. Then I would consider this keyword my listing is healthy and attractive for that particular keyword here, right? But now I'm not ranking. I'm still not ranking it. Now the problem with people doing is that since ACOS is super high, this is shutting it down. And now what happens to your rank? It's the same thing, right? So it is really like but by the way, this data has to be top of the search. If this data comes from the product pages, it's not correct. So make sure you're running top of the search ads, okay? Especially when you do launch for a product. And so that's why I'm telling people or my employees that don't wait that information. This information to get this 20 clicks on these keywords, and let's pick your main keywords at the beginning when you start. Don't wait. Like if you don't have a lot of money to spend on ads, then pick your 5 to 10 keywords and put exact match campaigns only on those, and just dump the money in them. As soon as you get 20 clicks, shut them down if they're unprofitable. At least now you have information from, if you have 5 main keywords, now you have information for 5 main keywords. If they all have 20 clicks here, at least 20 clicks here, right? All of them 20 clicks. Now you can really understand, what is my listing worth, right? Like, what is my listing actually worth, right? And where should I start ranking and pushing it further? Which root keyword, which keyword should I push harder now, right? And that's what I'm like. That's why I call it like you're kind of strategizing your positioning on the market based on the data, not just based on like what I think about my listing, right? Somehow, like, I don't know. Really, like,
I have another question. When Amazon started to calculate in overall traffic, they started to calculate also the mobile traffic. The conversion rate numbers went down over there. Is it the same with this PPC?
I need to ask my employees. If I knew exactly to answer that, I don't know. What I know is that the mobile people, like remember, like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, people buy from what normal way was that I'm checking things from my mobile. I go to PC to buy. Nowadays, nobody goes to PC to buy anymore. It's just everything is from mobile. So make sure you optimize for your mobile, all of it, as much as possible. Yeah. So if you can differentiate, by the way, if you can do that, differentiate here, make the, like, this first area is coming from mobile and the second one is from the normal computer, then do it. And even maybe you should go all in on mobile and don't care about the other one at all. The question always is like, which keyword or which area where am I attractive? And if I'm not attractive, then what's the problems? And so that's why the whole thing here is going to give that answer to us. It's really an overseen thing, I don't know many people at all doing this stuff. They're just randomly doing some stuff and just wondering and wondering, wondering my life. So yeah, so any more questions? Anyone wants to say anything? I hope you're getting some value out of it. So I don't know. So yeah, we improved this system here little by little over the years, and so we added here like some quick listing analysis, just the basic stuff. So like good questions like, is your product in the best category? So what is the best category? Best category where you can get the bestseller batch fastest way possible, right? Where you can be on top, right? And it's not necessarily the most relevant category. And sometimes when your product is doing really good, you want to be in most relevant category because you really, Amazon doesn't really like you playing around there, right? So, and then does the title contain this? Do you have 5 bullet points? Pretty basic, right? So, like again, like Amazon wants different characters in each bullet point. So, how much you have, right? So, maybe if you see that Amazon wants 200 and you have like 300, 400, maybe you want to change it and test it out. Make experimentation about that. Maybe Amazon will actually suppressing your listing because you're violating rules. You never know. It's fast growing system, right? Maybe you don't want to do the first letter of bullet points is capitalized. Maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you don't want to do that. Again, like make a conscious, like just put it out here and see what's going to happen, right? So again, like maybe your listing is suppressed because of these things, right? So we don't know. Again, ask yourself these questions. If you have video, if not, these are opportunities, okay? So next, keyword indexing. I added it to this particular evaluation because, we just keep talking about this all the time, but people are not doing it. And and then just added it here. So, okay, so I mean, obviously, you cannot add all the keywords here, all the possible keywords you want, but you want to add the most relevant ones and most searched ones, okay? Then ask yourself, are these most searched ones and most relevant ones somehow indexed, and then run it. And if you're not conscious about that area, you may leave opportunities behind. So again, not difficult to do using Helium tools, right? Here, okay, your stock amount. By the way, if you have more stock, if you have a little stock, also I heard, I don't know, it feels like that Amazon also doesn't like to really boost your product if you only have 50 units there, right? How much budget you have left? Anyone has questions about that? Like, okay, let me give you an example. Like if you have 100 units left and your profit is $5 per unit, then you have $500 money left before you go into loss, right? Now you have $500 left to make something with the product on Amazon. You either spend it on ads, spend it wherever, but if you don't know your budget, you may go into loss. It's fine as well, as long as you know it, right? It's up to you how much money you have. So, yeah. BSR is just making a note here because the next time we're going to do evaluation, we're going to see is the BSR higher or not. Number of views, just making note. But then again, you watch your close competitors' number of views. Yeah. So what is the difference between you and competitors? So your view score, same thing. You and your close competitors. Most of the a lot of sales go to top 5 products. So if you got a low with them, then you may want to improve that. Just average daily sessions, daily conversion rate, sales per day. Like sales per day is just for note for yourself. But basically, conversion rate is like conversion rate might be low, like it's noticed here. The conversion rate might be low if you run like ads and all over the place. You're getting some unnecessary useless traffic to a listing. So depending on product stage, it depends the ads strategy. You could really harm yourself sometimes if you spread yourself thin all over the place. That's why I'm saying, like, know your money, how much budget you have, and pick your keywords, and then get your data as quickly, as cheaply as possible. It depends how fast you want it. The faster you want it, the more you need to pay it. And then and then understand, do you need optimization or you can just go to ranking, okay? And so what else? Sales price, super important, depending on competitors. What's your cost for the product? What's your margin rate? It's just revenue, like profit per month. Just like know this stuff, right? And again, like cerebral reverse ASIN, run it for your own product. See how many keywords popping up. What's your organic reach? How much was sponsored keywords you have? Maybe you're finding the keywords which are actually not even like you don't even advertise, but you somehow organically ranking already, right? Like by natural way, Amazon is ranking you to some area you don't even know about. Maybe there's a left opportunity there. Maybe you should put that on exact match and see what's going to happen, right? That's why I'm saying, like, this slide here, where is it? This one here. So really, using the tools you have in the maximum way possible is the best education you can give yourself as quickly as possible. Okay. Just dive into them, go around them, see what they like. It's incredible what type of things you can find from them. Okay, so this part we already talked.
Victor, I just have a question, Victor.
Yeah.
Now, let's say out of 5 keywords, we have good results on keyword 1, and then we ranked up on keyword 1. Mm-hmm. Now, at that time, will you still continue to run exact match campaign? Let's say ranking process is complete now. We are on organic position, maybe like within top 4 placements. Now, after reaching there, do you still continue to run exact match or phrase match campaign on that particular keyword?
If you say I'm ranking, what did you say ranking was?
Ranking was within top 4 organic placements.
Oh, top 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Of course, obviously, when I would be ranking on that particular keyword in top 4 already, I would make sure I'm run broad, like broad campaigns on that keyword already.
Okay.
Like, give me more keywords for that root keyword, right? Give me more. And then I would, of course, from that broad campaign, obviously I would put them into exact good keywords. Again, keywords who already have proven themselves already. I can see traction. Okay, whenever I see some good keywords, I use them exact match campaign, so like single exact match campaign.
Understood. Now, one more question, Victor. Let's say I ranked it up and I see I'm falling back and I'm not able to stick there because initially when I rank, my price is low. Over a period of time, when I bump up my prices, I'm not able to maintain that position. So in that case, what we should be doing?
Well, you can test better. You can test a little bit like better images, of course. That more premium type of image. That's one option. Second, because people perceive value and they pay you based on perceived value, of course. And if you have good reviews, hope you will have like I don't know. Then obviously, then you just turn off more traffic. Like in order to keep your ranking on certain keywords, you just need to make sales. Back then when you had all these tools like AMZ Tiger and all these different like the giveaway tools, we just what we did is we just turn on more juice. I'm falling down, boom, I'm turning more juice on ads, even though it's gonna be unprofitable. I don't care. I'm turning on more juice, turn little giveaways on, and boom, it was back up again. And that's what they do, actually. They just turn on more juice on traffic on that keyword, because basically, if someone types in the keyword and buys your product from the keyword, your ranking is either sticking or going up, right? So that's what we need to do. We have two options. Experiment with better images, better pricing, better bullet points. You can even add cross-selling coupon codes to your product listing. Like, for example, one tip you can do is if your product is falling down, and by the way, use with your own caution. This is now gray area. So you can do it like you have some other product that doesn't sell, for example, right? You can make a picture that scroll down, press this link, add this coupon code and this product to your listing, to your cart, and you get that product for free. For example, my main product has enough profit margin to cover other person expenses, so I go break even with that purchase. But now I increase in conversion rate because people are seeing that, if I buy that product now and add that other product to the cart with that coupon code, I get that other product for free. And so basically they get two products, like one product for free when they buy your product. And that's one way how can you keep your product somehow like kick them up again, right? Because you're giving away one product for free, and hopefully that your main product can pay for that, right? Well, I don't know. Do you get it? Did you get the system?
Yeah.
The way you can do that is you put one image there and say like buy this and get this free. Scroll down, click this link, and use that coupon on the cart. Then you make a link on promotional area where you can, when they click it, then both products go to the cart. So that's one way. Just all again. Now we go back to this experimentation, right? So why experimentation is super important? That we are consciously doing experiments. We're consciously we're doing something and we're analyzing results. We're doing something, analyzing results. Otherwise, we are just shooting darts to the air. So yeah. So next thing, ads, performance. I mean, if you add more stuff here if you want, you can do even more better targeting or placement like here. But basically, we're just writing down how we're doing with ads, right? Because we want to have to see the next time when we do when we fix something on a listing, what will be next time the result, right? And then and again, like next thing, you have a team, you have people, then they come up with the plan, what needs to be done based on here, right? So maybe they will make a video, right? Improve bullet points, index some keywords. We have review score is low, get some reviews. In the ads, maybe running too much ads, shut it down. If click-through rate is low here, for example, here click-through rate is low. Let's test one main image, or let's test price, and then just put stuff here, and then who is gonna do that? I'm dropping that thing to Asana, and boom. You know, you can even request unboxing video for this particular whatever product, you know, from supplier, right? And so that's why I'm saying like this is something that you can use and do, you know, and I hope it's helpful because you know that's really gives you clarity on like what's going on, right? So yeah, I think I'm done. Oh, by the way, next time you do then after you do launch, then basically we're doing this after launch. We do that again, and if you need optimization or ranking, we do that again after that, and then we're going to see how these things are changed. So that's why we're making a note here down here, right? That's why we're making notes here, because then we know what we did, and then we have numbers like on the side here, so we can see how our actions actually improved stuff. And so that's why, you know, this type of thinking actually also eliminates a lot of stress from you, because sometimes stress comes from I don't really know what to do, you know, and like I call it like a doctor report, right? So I took my product to the doctor.